What's up, beautiful? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zosha Dadal, if you didn't fucking know. So today, you guys, we're gonna be talking about what is the spirituality behind headaches, chronic pain, constipation, and a lot of other ailments that you may have in the body. Okay, so let's get started. So you guys, if you remember when we talked about how to tell if you're being spiritually attacked by witchcraft and things like that. Witchcraft may also cause a lot of ailments in the body, especially if you have gone to the doctors and they cannot find anything wrong with you. Even if sometimes they do find something wrong with you, the main reason behind a lot of ailments in the human body is because of witchcraft. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and watch that video if you want more detail on that. Okay, but mainly today, you guys, I want to talk about the reason that you probably, especially when it comes to chronic pain, back pain, and constipation and headaches. We can even have problems in the womb also. Lack of fertility and things like that. The reason is that, you guys, is because, sadly, guys, to be honest with you, the reason that you probably suffer a lot of these ailments in your life, especially, the headaches and the constipation for sure, and the womb problems, is because you guys have emotional blockages that are blocking you from healing. You have unhealed trauma in the body. It can be stemming from childhood a lot of times, but sometimes we suffer things as adults and we really never get over them. Sometimes we cry about it. Sometimes we suppress our tears. Sometimes we think that we don't even care. Sometimes we think we're actually detached, and you're not really detached as you think you are, and you do need to do some healing work. So you do have trapped emotions in the body. There are babies that are actually born with constipation. So a lot of times what it is the baby has trapped emotions from a past lifetime. Okay, you guys? It's very important that you heal through your traumas, that you get in touch with your emotions, that you forgive, yourself for allowing this kind of treatment from anyone, and also you learn to forgive others, even if they don't, give you an apology. Okay. Our emotions are really stored in the body as matter, as mass. The body, you guys, is 75% water, 70 to 75% water. So yeah, it's 75% water, you guys. So yeah, guys, if you guys have ever seen this experiment where the guy talked to, I think it was like a glass of water or like a snowflake or something. I'll put the photo right here to kind of reference what I'm talking about. But if you speak to a glass of water in a negative way and then you drink it, that's going to affect your body in a negative way. Okay? This is why, highly evolved people, if you ever notice, before we put a glass of water to our mouth, we will actually bless the water, say a small prayer, and speak intention over the water, so that it can do its job that we need it to do in the body, and nothing opposite of that. Okay. Emotions are a highly underrated thing. Mental health is super important, you guys. So it's really important for you guys to be in touch with your emotions, and let go of any blockages that you've had. A small exercise that I do suggest for you guys is just to sit. This is why journaling is really important. Back in the days, journaling, I mean, even Egyptian hieroglyphics and everything, people always documented what was going on. So why don't you keep a journal today? Okay, your life is just as significant as someone else who was on a great voyage and needed to document their findings. So you actually need to be documenting your findings. You should be actually journaling every day, so that if something does bother you, you can actually write it down, and then it helps you actually release it when you write it down, okay? And then you can identify the problem and in turn begin to. So yeah, you guys, it's super important for you to be in touch with your emotions and, let your emotions go, because if they get trapped in the spine, that's one of the worst places for them to be trapped, because you will suffer like chronic pain and stuff like that in the spine, and that's some of the worst pain to experience. I also know that headaches are most of times a lot of suppressed childhood emotions, unsaid things, that your parents did to you when you were little, and you never fucking spoke up about it. Like I told you guys, when I was a little girl, I was really encouraged to, be very quiet and not say much. So, this is not really a healthy behavior. We need to encourage the young ones to express themselves and, say when something is wrong, to help them release anything that they may be harboring inside, whether it be like, sibling jealousy, or, if you have, a kid already and then you get a new baby, your firstborn child might feel a little bit jealous, and, you need to help them get in touch with that emotion, because that's, kind of where like sibling rivalry starts and all these different things, you guys. And then constipation is constipation can actually back up in the colon, in the gut, it can actually back up like really far up into the body. Like you guys won't believe. You can find fecal matter like on the brain and everything if you don't release your emotions, okay? You need to be having a good release, a bowel movement at least once or twice a day, you guys. Yeah, guys, if you're not having your bowel movements at least twice a day, morning and evening, there are, physical things that you can take, like prune juice, and, try to stay away from, laxatives, because they can become addictive, especially in children, especially in little ones. So we want to take more natural, aids for that. And also, when you feel like, you have gut issues and stuff like that, you feel constipated, you just feel yucky in the tummy. First of all, you guys, your diet is super important. I made a video a while back about your diet. So your diet is super, super important. So that's one thing, but your emotions are just as important as your diet. So you need to be making sure that you're in touch with the emotions and releasing any emotion that may be harboring inside of oneself, okay? Because you guys, I don't know if you know, but constipation can actually kill you. Stress kills, okay? What happens is you have stress and it causes anxiety, and you hold on to the matter, okay? The mass, the waste mass inside the body. Is that what's going on, okay? So once you start to release your emotions, you will start to release that anxiety. Breathing techniques are something that has significantly helped myself personally. If you guys want me to do a video on breathing techniques that have helped me with my anxiety, to improve my physical health, I can make a video on that for you guys. But breathing techniques, the proper diet, being in touch with your emotions, and really trying to make sure that you go. Another thing that I want to say to you guys too is you really have to stop eating fast food, okay guys? Number one reason is you don't know the person that's cooking the food for you. You just don't know them, okay? You don't know what emotions and resentment they may be harboring, not towards you personally, but even just being at work. Maybe they hate their fucking 9-to-5 job and they just don't want to be there, and those sad and negative emotions are going into the food. Second of all, if you guys do a lot of research on these logos that a lot of fast food restaurants they have, they are a part of the affiliated with the demonic kingdom, and we don't want to be ingesting that type of entity into our body, okay? the low grade meat and the oil and everything that they use is just really not good for you. So everything is about energy and energy vibration, okay? So the people that work at most fast food restaurants, they're not ecstatic to be there. They just are there because they need to have a job at the moment. So take little things like these into consideration. Am I saying that I never eat fast food? No, I'm not fucking saying that. But it's very minimal that I might go and have, a fries, okay? I definitely don't eat the meat from fast food restaurant, the red meat. But yeah, you guys, be really cautious of what you're ingesting into your body. Also be cautious of what you're accepting, because if someone comes to you and says something negative over yourself and over your life, don't fucking accept that. Literally you can tell them, I rebuke you, I rebuke you, I rebuke you. Rebuke them like right away. Don't allow them to speak negatively over your life, because yeah, you guys, your body will actually like soak up that emotion when someone speaks negatively over you. Like I was just telling you a moment ago about the guy, the scientist that did the experiment with the water and the snowflakes and speaking negatively to them. It actually changed the molecular structure of these water structures, okay? So if you let somebody come and say, oh my God, you're so ugly, like, or whatever the fuck they want to tell you, like, you guys know I fucking 100% hate fucking bullying. It's not of God at all. And if you are a bully, try to correct that behavior. We all make mistakes. I'm not saying, you guys are gonna burn in hell for bullying, but really try to do better and try to treat people with the same respect that you would like to have, even if you were bullied before, okay? So yeah, that's why bullying is such a horrible thing, is because it actually can make you have a negative self-outlook on yourself, and it can actually change your molecular structure, okay? Because like I keep telling you guys all the time, the human body is 75% agua, like we're 75% water, you guys, okay? So yeah, another thing I also have to tell you guys too is stay prayed up, you guys. Always stay prayed up, because you never know, even if you can afford it, seek therapy. You can seek therapy so that you have someone to help you and you can really talk about these types of things, because when you allow these emotions to harbor inside of you, it can really make you very ill, you guys. So you really need to really consider speaking about your emotions. If you have childhood wounds that and you still have a relationship with your parent that hurt you, you can consider speaking to them about, hey, when I was little, when I was 5, you said so and so to me, and it really fucking hurt my feelings, and I took it forever. And but I want to tell you guys, do not seek outside validation from anyone. Do not seek apologies from anyone, because sometimes we do address people that hurt us and they don't even fucking remember what they did to us, or they might have their own misconstrued perception of what happened, or they might even gaslight you into saying that's not what happened. So yeah, guys, in short, a lot of the pain that you suffer in the body, especially if the doctor doesn't find anything wrong with you, but even if the doctor finds a diagnosis for you, it may still be unhealed trauma, especially from childhood wounds or wounds, depending on what stage you are in life. Like if you're 50 something, it could have been something that your boyfriend broke your heart or said something really mean to you, and you really took it to heart. And there are people that can actually die of a broken heart, literally, you guys. So another thing I also have to say is, remember to always be kind to yourself and be kind to other people, okay? Because it really goes a long way, just spreading a little bit of love, even if just simple as doing like your self-care in your morning routine, just showing yourself that little bit of love, you guys. It really goes a long way. You guys won't even imagine, like depressed people and stuff like that. They don't wake up to do their morning care just because they feel like they're not even worthy of taking care of themselves. So, I'm here to tell you that you are worthy of being loved and taken care of, and you need to address the problems that are harboring within you if you are suffering from chronic pain. Okay. Well, guys, pretty much that's it that I have to say on the topic today. I really hope that this video helped you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff. Go ahead and comment a hibiscus emoji. You guys know that's my island flower, and it's one of my favorite flowers. And if you feel like, you can feel free to donate to my Cash App as well. I'll put it right here. Yeah, guys, other than that, you guys, I love you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I'll talk to you soon. Be blessed until next time. Mwah. Bye.